So I'm not exactly sure which version of this movie I saw. I know there's two versions of the second film. This one I saw when I was looking through that there's multiple versions of it, and I'm like, I don't know which one I saw. All I know is it started with a newsreel for the Daily Planet, which I'm like, why? I don't get why that was there. And I know the history of this movie. I know how important it is to Superman, to comic books, and the movies in general, getting the superhero genre off the ground. I get that. And I get a lot of people's nostalgia. But I wanted to try and look at it not through those eyes, and just as a movie. And yes, for the time period, it's very impressive what they did. But looking at the movie itself and the story, I feel like if I watched a special edition of this, then maybe the original was better. Because there's a lot of moments that I feel they could have cut them down. There's a lot of stuff like when Krypton's being destroyed, it feels like that goes on for too long. The whole Lois and Superman flying, that feels like that goes on too long, even though that's a great moment, an important moment. Some stuff with Jor-El when he's talking and giving speeches. Great, yeah, they're great speeches, but it's like, I feel like this is going a little longer than we really need it to. There's just a lot of things, like I've said, that it just feels like maybe they could have shortened it up a little bit. Gotten through some of the things quicker, and maybe even given us more in other situations. Like with the whole, when he's just kind of learning about his powers a little bit, which they don't even explain if he knows about them really, but when he's still that Superboy era, that kind of moves real quick. They could have expanded it a little bit and gotten rid of some of the other small bits in there. But yeah, Christopher Reeve, classic Superman, fantastic as Superman, looks great. I mean, getting the cat out of the tree, classic moment, and really, I mean, he is Superman, and he feels like Superman. He started what Superman's supposed to feel like when it comes to these films. Gene Hackman as Lex Luthor, I forgot that his whole thing really was the land deal, which now kind of seems like, really, this is the plan, especially when we think about Superman Returns. The actress who plays Lois, I wish I could remember her name. I feel dumb for not. She's good in the role, but I also feel like this Lois is a little bit more laid back than current versions. She doesn't seem as fiery as new versions. And I guess that was a thing of the time or whatever, but she just doesn't feel like the Lois we know today. Overall, still a great movie, still very important, must see if you haven't, but it still has its shortcomings if you really look at it.